What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here. I'm back to my Q&A series. I think this is Q&A 4. If you're new to this, the way it works is you ask me a question in the comments below, and next time I do a Q&A video like this, which is usually once a week or so, I'll probably try to do it on Sundays. I will grab 21 questions from that video and answer my next one. So any question you want answered, asked, I guess, drop in the comment section below. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. The very first question by Lord Bianco, who wants to know, do you think Bandai Namco should make a Yu Yu Hakusho video game? Yes, actually. I'm a huge fan of Yu Yu Hakusho. In fact, I just bought like 5 volumes of the manga. I'm going to try to get all of them because I do want to read them for the first time. I'm a huge fan of the anime. I probably watched through it maybe like 10 times, maybe just as much as I did with Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. I love Yu Yu Hakusho, and I would love for them to do a Yu Yu Hakusho game the right way. The past games were just very iffy. There was one that came out in Japan only called, I think, Dark Tournament? No, Yu Yu Hakusho Forever, I think. I don't remember what it was called. Not the one that came out here in the US. The one that came out here in the US is a bad game, but the one they made over in Japan only was like Budokai. It was really, really awesome. The visuals were incredible, and we sadly never got that game. But I would love for them to do a Yu Yu Hakusho game sometime in the future. Sadly, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, just because Yu Yu Hakusho isn't as popular as it used to be, and if they were to do it, it probably wouldn't do that well. But we can dream, right? I'll keep dreaming. Green Nameki wants to know, have you known Logic longer than Face Temper? I actually met Tommy right around the time before, back in 2011, I think, actually. And it's funny because I was on a phone with Chris, which is Logic's manager, and Tommy walked up. And I was like, hey, I know you. You know, it's funny. You know, I'm talking to Chris right now, Logic's manager. And then we became kind of cool. And then over the next couple months, we hung out a bunch of times. And that's probably how I know him. But I met Face Temper through Logic. Next question from Ascended Saiyan. Rhymestyle, a year ago, a new Dragon Ball Z movie has Goku making a wish. But in Resurrection F, it had none of that. What's that about? That initial trailer, teaser we should call it, that came out with Resurrection F was to tease the beginning of, or the movie itself, but it wasn't ever supposed to be Goku making the wish. It was weird because the way they made it sound like is Goku was going to make the wish, and I remember when the initial speculations came out, everybody thought that Goku made a stupid wish or something. But no, that was literally just a teaser, it had nothing to do with the movie, and when they actually started working on the animations of it, that's when they started releasing pieces of the movie as they're getting ready to release it back in April of 2015. This year. Yeah, this year. That came out this year? Oh, it's been not that long ago. Next question from anime/gamerguy23, and he wants to know, what is the best way to get you to respond to any comments, messages? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm actually the most active on Twitter. If you tweet me, I'm literally always on it, like scrolling through it. If I'm like in the car, if I'm pooping, especially when I'm pooping, I'm always on Twitter, and it's probably the best way to reach me just because it's a lot easier to filter through all the noise. On YouTube, I get lots of comments. I think I get about 100,000 comments a month or so. I forgot what my stats are. I looked at my stats the other day, but it's something like that. So I get quite a bit of comments, and usually my videos, when I upload, I always look at the videos, the comments immediately after I upload the video, and try to respond to as many as possible. And then I come back later in the day, and then videos that are a lot older, I tend to respond less at, just because it's hard to get to see those comments. But usually the best way to respond is if you comment on my videos around the time they come out, or just tweet me on Twitter, and I'm always on there. Which, by the way, just follow me on Twitter at Rhymestyle. That is the name. It's free. Do it. Budokai Lemon wants to know, who do you think would win, Saitama or any DBZ character? Should it be a requested death battle? So I made a video about this actually last week about Saitama versus. Oh, I got a burp. Literally every time I make a video, I always have to burp. See, the reason I always burp my videos is because, bonus question, the reason I always burp my videos is because I always one-take them, so when I'm recording, and if I have to burp in the middle of the video, I don't want to trash the video and just throw it away, so I just kind of like let it go. I mean, who doesn't think burps are funny? So that's why I always burp my videos. But to answer your question, Budokai Limits, Saitama is a character that's designed according to his rules of his universe, where he's invincible and can basically beat anything in one punch. So according to those rules, remember, he's kind of a joke character. According to those rules, technically, Saitama should be able to defeat any character. However, since it's kind of unfair to do rule versus rule or universe versus universe, we kind of base it off of feats alone. So if I were to basically compare his 3 years of kind of, I'd say basic training, it's basically what any character does in Dragon Ball. Like, I mean, Goku has done Saitama's training in gravity, so therefore he's way stronger. So when it comes down to it, Dragon Ball characters are still just a lot more overpowered compared to any of the universes. But if you were to compare Saitama's universe alone, that that rule technically means you could beat anybody. But if you compare Dragon Ball Universe, then no. So, I mean, I still kind of say no just because it's kind of unfair to give him the invincibility rule, because literally his rule, according to writing, is, hey, I'm invincible, I can't die, I can knock anything out in one punch, and because of that, he's kind of OP. But then again, who isn't OP in their respective stories? So, I hope that answers your question. If not, it probably confuse you a lot more. Zeto Genos, One Winged Angel 75 wants to know, here are some questions, Ryan. Favorite song? I don't really have one. I tend to listen to a lot of whatever I'm listening to at the time. Like right now, I'm listening to a lot of Logic's new album. Favorite YouTuber? I gotta say, Critical. Critical is hilarious. What's up, everybody? Critical here. Today we're playing Rhymestyle's Q&A for the PC. Let's do this shit. He's hilarious. I probably watch him all the time. Anime sub or dub? I do sub unless the dub is good, in which case, a lot of times, based on what I watch, the dubs would be good. But I kind of just watch whatever I watch first. So if I watch something sub first, I'll stick to sub. If I watch something dub first, I'll stick to dub. That makes sense. What is the first manga you read? Easy one, Dragon Ball. And how many animes have you watched? Oh god, a lot. I think my anime list on myanimelist.com is like up to like 40 or 50 or something like that. But I'm just tossing a number out. I don't even know actually what I've watched. I watched a lot. I hope that kind of answers your question. Not really. Next question from Hisham. And he wants to know, I hope he said your name right. What made DBZ so successful? And to answer that question is because it's very, number one, the characters are awesome. Two, the action is epic. It's really easy for anyone to kind of sit down if you're new to Dragon Ball and be like, wow, this is actually kind of fun to watch. And three, it's simple to follow. It's just a story of this kid named Goku who becomes stronger and stronger throughout time, and by the time we get to Dragon Ball Z, they continue to transcend the levels of humanity, Saiyanism, alienism, whatever you want to call it. It's just fun to watch. It's very simple to keep up, and it's just enjoyable to go back to. And that's what made Dragon Ball Z so amazing. I mean, any other anime, there's always something that kind of like throws people off when you watch it. Like, for example, One Piece is so long. Not that I hate One Piece. I love One Piece. Naruto, so long. Technically, Dragon Ball Z is long too, but it's not as long as a newer, long-running anime series. It's just fun. It's just, the characters are awesome. It's really inspiring in a way too. And I just think it's just really easy to follow on. That's kind of why I enjoy Dragon Ball as much as I enjoy it. Next question comes from AJ. What music do you use in your videos? I'm glad you asked. All my videos I use are from Dragon Ball games in the past. And the reason why I use those games specifically, or those songs specifically, is because on YouTube, you're actually allowed to use only, well, you're not really even allowed to use stuff that you don't own, including music. If I were to basically make a video to, let's say, a Logic song or something, I will get content claimed, and then Def Jam will get really pissy and stuff and kind of come after my channel. So I tend to use only Dragon Ball game music because I know they don't get claimed and they're kind of okay to do, and Bandai Namco is a cool company. And if something happens, I can hit them up and be like, hey, you guys content claimed, copyright strike my video, I used your song from the game, what up, brah? And they'll fix it. So I usually always use game music or Dragon Ball Z game music just because I know it's allowed. And if you're a new YouTuber, I would suggest you only stick to that. Do not use anything from shows. Don't use any other like songs from like artists and stuff. Only use stuff from games just because it's just, you won't get in trouble for it. And that's basically why I do it. Next question comes from Jack. Hey Rhyme, do you think Xenoverse 2 should let us carry our progress, character stats, clothes, skills, etc.? Yes and no. I mean, technically, if you have Xenoverse on file saved and you load up Xenoverse 2, they should have a quick option for you to create your character. But at the same time, I don't want them to take stats over, because obviously, since it's a new game, you're not going to start a Xenoverse on level 99. You'll clearly start level 1, and it would be unfair to start level 99. So I'm pretty sure, like, I wouldn't mind if they let you recreate the same character, because, I mean, at the same time, it doesn't really matter, because it could take literally 3 seconds to recreate that exact same character. But I'm indifferent about it, just as long as they don't let us start off at level 99, because that would be kind of broken and bullshit. So yeah, so let's just say no for that one. Although if you want to just carry over your character as well, then I guess but then again, it will take literally 3 seconds to recreate them as well. Next question comes from James Dude 25. Hey Rhyme, you always give me something good to watch at lunch, and I have 2 questions. Would you rename Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue 2? What would you rename it to? I would call it Evolved Super Saiyan. Honestly, I don't mind Super Saiyan Blue. It's very simple. It's easy to kind of stick to, and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is stupid because it's a mouthful, but Super Saiyan Blue, I don't mind. Like I said, it fits. So yeah, I'm actually going to do a video separately talking about the names throughout the Dragon Ball Z series and the Dragon Ball series as well. So keep an eye on that when it comes out, and that'll kind of break down more about the names in the series throughout the entire span of the story. But for now, I would say Super Saiyan Blue. And number 2, what is the funniest stories you had at school? Funniest story? I don't really have one off tops that I can think of. Pass on that one, because I literally can't think of a story off the top of my head, because it's been kind of a while since I graduated high school. Adrew wants to know, when Super is over, what is your plan for content for the channel? Well, I've been a DBZ YouTuber way before Dragon Ball Super was even announced, and the thing about Dragon Ball is it's fun to discuss it. If you like Dragon Ball, then you know about it. You go to school the next day, you go to work, you go to your friend's house, and what do? You talk about Dragon Ball. Like, yo, did you see what Krillin just did on episode 21 of Dragon Ball Super? Yo, did you see Goku and Vegeta did this? It's just fun to talk about Dragon Ball, and that's what this channel basically is. It's just an extension of being able to be passionate about Dragon Ball. Just instead of you doing it with a friend or two, we do it as a giant community. So even when Dragon Ball Super is over, there's going to be more content to talk about. Because think of it this way. I've been a Dragon Ball Z YouTuber for a good year and a half now, and I've uploaded every single day, 2 times a day, without ever running out of topic ideas. So I have lots of ideas, lots of stuff to discuss about, and just things, even if I discussed something before, we can discuss it again, because when you discuss it again and bring other people into the story, into the video, then it's a different like discussion. So it's like, there's so much you can talk about in the Dragon Ball world that it will literally never ever end or die. I mean, think of it this way, Dragon Ball originally ended back in like what, 1996, I think, like 18 years ago, and it's still relevant today. Actually, I think Dragon Ball just turned 31 years old like a week ago. So 31 years of Dragon Ball, and we're still talking about it. So I have no doubt that the content will, you know, keep going after Dragon Ball Super ends. In fact, Dragon Ball Super is just going to extend on what we can talk about once the series is over. Next question comes from Brandon Hogan, and he says, how long have you known Kagi and Thunder, and how did you meet them? I've known Kagi and Thunder, I'd say since about April, and originally what happened was, back in April, I wanted to start reaching out to other Dragon Ball Z YouTubers, because I noticed that everybody was just kind of to themselves. Like, you had Kagi, Toasty, Omega in one group, you had Thunder, Kwame, and Black Fist in one group, you had me just over here, you had everybody just kind of like spots all over, like they had their little groups. And I got to the point where I just kind of wanted to start connecting the community more together, so I reached out to Thunder Shots. From there, I met Kwame, and I met Black Fist. I met Toasty in the Xenoverse Beta. I met Omega through Toasty, and then I met, you know, Kagi through all of them. And basically, from just us talking and connecting, we kind of became the squad and kind of connected amongst the community. And it's cool to see people in the community connect, just because, again, there's no reason why we should ever hate each other, because everybody in this community is connected by Dragon Ball, by our passion for Dragon Ball, and we love talking about it, nerding out and geeking out over it. And because of that, that's what makes us one gigantic family. And basically, yeah. So yeah. Did I answer your question? I don't even know. I just kind of started talking. I don't know. Saiyan Vegeta wants to know, are you going to play Fontaines The City if it comes out on PS4? And would you do any gameplay videos of Fontaines games on your second channel? Now, if I do anything non-anime related, it will definitely go on my second channel, the Rhymestyle Games. And as far as the City, I would love to. Actually, I just got this. This is the PlayStation TV. Look how big it is. It's a little tiny thing. And I know Dissidia is available on the Vita. I don't know if it works on this or not, but I'm going to test it out. If it does, I'm definitely going to do some gameplay for that sometime in the future. But if it comes on the PS4, hell yeah! The City looks awesome. As long as it plays as well as it looks, I'll probably do it on my second channel, most likely. I might do it on my main channel here and there, just so you know I'm doing it, but for the most part, it'll go on my second channel. Again, the reason why my second channel is it's set up for anything that's not related to anime. So for example, when I play awesome GTA maps, we do it over there. Whereas in this channel, we do the Dragon Ball fights, the anime fights like Naruto, One Piece, Burning Blood when it comes out, and we do our discussions about like Dragon Ball and other animes, mostly Dragon Ball, on here. So the other one is for games, this is for everything else. Or this is for anime discussions, and over there is for everything else. So yeah, go over there if you're not subscribed yet. I upload once a day, so check that out. Next question comes from Bullet Genesis, and he wants to know, hey Rhymes, are you related to Carl Urban? JK, my real question, I don't even know what Carl Urban is. My real question is, if you had a chance to pick 5 fighters from Universe 17 in a Champa arc with DB Super, who would it be? My 5, okay, so my 5, is this for any character or just in the series? Because if you like non-canon wise, I will pick Goku, Vegeta, definitely Gohan. I would say Boo, but I would want Boo to fuse with somebody so that he has a more power, I guess. Maybe fuse with Piccolo or something, like Piccolo Han. No, wait, Buccolo? I forgot what his name is. Piccolo Boo will be awesome. So Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo Boo, and the 5th warrior would be Hercule. No, seriously, Hercule. I think it'd be funny. I don't think that would need him, but it'd be funny to have Hercule also in the in that tournament. Who would you guys want? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below if you made it this far in the video. The next question comes from Adolf, and he wants to know, I'd love to see Gintama Game someday. Ryan, what are your thoughts on Gintama? It's awesome. I'm only 5 episodes in, but the second I get more time to watch it, I'm definitely going to do more of that series. Watch more of that series. It's funny, it's hilarious, it's great. Love the animation, and it's great. That's about it. All I can say. Check it out yourself, Gintama. Next question comes from Arch Nemesis, and he says, if you could be any character from any anime manga, who would it be? Ooh, any character from any anime manga, who would it be? I want to say Goku, just because he can teleport, instant transmission, he can fly, he's a Super Saiyan. So I think that's a no-brainer to go with Goku, but I know I'm probably thinking of other characters that I would much rather be as well, like someone from Hunter x Hunter, for example, maybe even Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. But just for the sake of having like the best powers, I say Goku for teleporting and being able to fly and all that stuff. What about you guys? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Next question comes from Tyrannic Meteor, and he wants to know, do you love Naruto/Naruto Shippuden anime excluding all the filler? So I actually have a love-hate relationship with Naruto right now. I read a complete manga. I read it weekly up until it ended. I loved it. I love the anime as well. What I don't like is the filler. But the thing is I hate the filler so much that it ruins the entire anime for me. For example, right now, I just want to watch the ending of the the final part of the story, Madara, Kaguya and all that stuff. But they keep going into filler to the point where I just don't even care anymore. Even when the series finishes up tomorrow, I probably will not finish it just because I'm so tired of all the filler for no reason that it's made me sick to watch the show. So I love the manga, but the anime to me is literally just cannot. So I hope that makes sense. Next question from DBZ Gaming 1, or DBZ Gaming exclamation point, and he wants to know, did Bartok actually survive the explosion and become a Super Saiyan? If he did, what happened to him after? No, he didn't. He actually straight up died when Frieza blew up the planet. As far as if you were to consider what happened from the non-canon special where they had Bartok go in the past, I mean, technically he would just died of old age because he got sent back in a movie. He got sent back like 1,000 years or something. Not exactly 1,000, but a long time ago before the Saiyans were even on that planet. So he probably just died of old age if you look at that movie as what happened to Bartok afterwards. But remember, Bartok didn't actually survive. He died. That was just a little for fun special that they created. I know people love it. I love it myself, but it's not actually a canon or part of the story. Band Productions wants to know, if Dragon Ball Heroes had an anime, even though it would be 100% fan service, would you like it? Why or not? I guess I would. It'd be kind of fun to see a Dragon Ball in that universe, because from my understandings is Dragon Ball Heroes is a story of a kid who lives in this universe where everybody loves Dragon Ball, and the big thing over there, it's like Pokemon cards, I should say. Everybody has Dragon Ball Z cards, and when you connect, it's like Yu-Gi-Oh actually. When you play the game, you like go into the world or something. It'd be kind of fun to watch, and I would definitely enjoy it. Plus, it's another thing to talk about on this channel. So if Dragon Ball Heroes ever came in anime, which I would be surprised if it doesn't, because I feel like it's so popular, it should become an anime, I would definitely watch it. I definitely would enjoy it. The more Dragon Ball, the better. The next question comes from LeBron HD, and he wants to know, hey Dino, you've done many discussions on DB that weren't on new content, so why don't you do similar discussions for other animes, Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, One Piece, etc. The reason why I do mostly Dragon Ball on my channel is because I know it so well. I mean, I was that kid in high school, middle school, who always talked about Dragon Ball, who always researched about voice design, who always looked into it, who always did what if stories, what if battles, discussions, speculations, all that stuff. And because of that, I am very well knowledgeable in the series. Now, I could do Yu Yu Hakusho, I could do Hunter x Hunter, I can't do Naruto, and I can't do One Piece just because my knowledge isn't as deep as it is over there. Now, the reason I say why I do Dragon Ball the most is because I really know it. I know it down to like very, very small specific details that most people would really know about. But as far as anything else, I feel like I don't know enough to want to discuss stuff. And the other thing is Dragon Ball left a lot of plot holes, which is why you can talk about so much. Whereas Hunter x Hunter has not that much you can talk about. Yu Yu Hakusho has a little bit here or there, but for the most part, Togashi does a really good job ending the story and kind of like telling the story there. So because Toriyama has a lot of plot holes, you can discuss so much about Dragon Ball, whereas in Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho, you really can't. Although, you can if you really dig into it. So that's why I do Dragon Ball mostly. The final question comes from Holy Nova Lucario, and he wants to know, how do you see yourself in 10 years? Will you still be making videos on Dragon Ball? That's a tough question. I honestly don't know, because YouTube isn't something that you can do forever. As far as right now, I don't have any plans to end YouTube anytime soon, just because, like I said, it's fun to do. I love talking about it. You guys enjoy it as well. So I'm going to do Dragon Ball, or YouTube, I guess, content for quite a long time. Now, as far as 10 years, it's kind of tough to tell because I don't know if YouTube will even be here in 10 years. For all we know, in 10 years we might have something else equivalent to YouTube, which is even better, like holograms or something. I don't know. But up until we get to that point, I will keep doing channel content here. So I hope you guys keep enjoying and stuff. Remember, we still have to get to 1 million subscribers. We're gonna get to 1 million subscribers one day. But for now, I guess let's keep having fun, keep discussing this stuff, and see what time takes us and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, that is the last question. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think Q&A 4 or 5. I think 4. If you want to see more, all you have to do is leave a like rating below or a comment, and I will pick out 21 questions. 21 questions with Rhymestyle. We should just call it that. I'll pick out 21 questions with that next time I do this video, probably next week from the video comments here, and we'll just do this every now and then and stuff. So yeah. So ask a question below, leave a like rating, and I will see you guys in another Q&A video sometime soon. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Rhymestyle, and I'll see all you amazing people in the comment section below.